Hi guys, it's Observer, and this is going to be a short video, and the reason why is the Elder Scrolls Online and the statement I made a while ago. And just to recap here, you know that I don't usually really review games. I like to generally play the games at length and let you know as I play how I feel about various parts of it, right? I don't really summarize them generally. That's all going to change though. I feel like I should do some shorter videos with my impressions of the game. And to kick that off, I made some comments on my Twitch stream the other day playing Landmark, basically recommending everyone not to buy this game, which is a brutal statement coming from me. And so after that, I figured, well, you know, being that I don't usually do that, being that I usually only really release videos of game that I enjoy, I should give this game a little bit more of a chance before, you know, giving my thoughts on it. Well, I've done it. I did make multiple attempts at... Yes, shut up, I'm doing a video here. It's laggy. I did make multiple attempts at playing this, and every time at about the 50-minute mark, I'm bored out of my mind. I really can't play this game anymore. So bored. So I haven't played a whole ton. I have played all the classes. My highest character is like level 8. I played all the classes just to test them out. First time I played was a bit earlier in beta, and it's lagging when I'm recording here, so that's why I'm not really moving about. I'm just going to stand here and talk, honestly. It's not going to be a long video. So here's my thoughts on it. You can see combat somewhere else, really, because the combat is also boring. If you're like me, if you've played MMOs for a decade or more, and basically you've developed like an acquired taste in MMOs, or you're just bored with every MMO being the same, this game is not for you, honestly. If this is your first MMO ever, or the second, or you like really enjoy reading or listening to lore, then you might enjoy this. So like, it's not like it's a bad game. That's not my point. It's not a bad game technically. It has done everything above par, like compared to indie games and such things. But really, they haven't compared to like the potential of the franchise, of the developers, at all. And it all comes down to, it's just freaking boring. You've seen it all before. There's nothing new in it. Like, and people will argue, yes, there are something new, and it's like, no, it's really not. It's all those kind of those little tweaks that every AAA MMO does to their game, which has nothing to do with anything. It's just, and I called it a World of Warcraft clone, which is a stupid term, and I realize that, and you can argue with that as much as you want. But what I mean by that is, basically, we've seen it all before. It follows the exact same model as vanilla World of Warcraft did. There's nothing new there. And vanilla World of Warcraft is just like the culmination of a whole bunch of other similar games. And I need to breathe. All you do essentially is just run around from quest to quest, not really thinking. At least that's what I did, running around, not really. After a while, after the 15th or so video segment, I just bored with this, don't want to listen to it anymore, just give me the quest, and then go from quest to quest to quest to quest to quest until the zone is done, and that's it. But I have put the time in as much as I could stomach, and eventually I just got too bored with it to be able to continue, so that's it. The first time I played it was the one I played the most, and I realized at that time that when I played like 6 or 7 hours in a row, really just after a while I realized the only reason I'm playing this game is because I want to see all the skills. I want to get the next skill. I want to get the next skill, which is exactly what I do in these kind of games. No difference between this and Star Wars: The Old Republic, or what's it called, Neverwinter, or any other top-level MMO that's come out for the past 10 years. That just has to do with my OCD when it comes to skills, really. It's not because they were exciting, it's just because I wanted all of them. The combat is subpar, the animations is subpar, the characters, like the models. Look at this thing. Look at it. Come on. It's not looking good. The combat was it just bored the shit out of me. Like, it's supposed to be action combat, but it really only pretends to be action combat. The mere fact that you don't actually have to target something doesn't make something action combat. There's no impact between the things that you do, the skills that you get, most of them, and I'm saying most of them, not all of them, but most of them does nothing. You might as well have just auto-attacked. I'm not even going to show the combat here. It's just bland and clunky and doesn't feel like you're hitting anything. It's just swinging slowly into the air. The opposite of crisp, I would add. The first-person mode is entirely useless. You cannot fight or do anything in first-person mode. It's just stupid. The payment model they're using is just insulting. The last one that did something like that was The Secret World, and that worked out well for them. And there's nothing about this game, that I feel anyway, that reminds me of Skyrim. Or not just Skyrim, but the Elder Scrolls series as a whole. I played all of them. Granted, I might not have been the one that played the most of all of them, but I did play all of them since they came out. And I played quite a bit. And the things that are different between the Elder Scrolls series and other games, for me anyways, I'm not a lore nerd, so and I respect people that are, but that's not really what set it apart. Not that the storytelling is good in this game either. But what set it apart is the open world system and the AI. And none of those things even remotely exists in this game, so that's not here, and that's just a shame, really, that they took away everything that made the game special to make it into a very, very, very typical MMO. It all comes down to it's a boring game, and I'll stand by that. And this is the kind of reviews you will see from me later. Although, if games don't lag on me, I will actually show some combat and some gameplay as well. But this is a short video. I just want to share that with you guys, assuming that most people on my channel are people that enjoy the same type of games that I do. Someone might enjoy this game. You're probably not subscribed to my channel.